Hey, it's Rick from Rock Bottom Outreach. Here to save the day, baby. Hey, do you remember when you were a kid and you liked to dress up and be like the superhero? I mean, you were going to save the world, baby. That, maybe Superman was your thing, or Batman or Robin. You're the Man of Steel. That was it. Don't you remember putting on a mask and putting that towel on and that big old S on your chest, and you just, man, you grew up wanting to be the hero. And I think a lot of people went from that to being a policeman or a fireman. Just being a hero is just who they are. And so I had to remind myself of that feeling. So, man, I put on my superhero Rock Bottom Outreach outfit today to do today's Real Talk. I just had to get into the role myself. But hopefully by now I've jogged your memory of when you were a little kid and how you always wanted to be, not the villain, but you had to be the hero. And so let me peel all this away so you can take me serious for a minute. Here's the question. Are you still trying to fill that role? Are you trying to be the hero? You never outgrew it. Maybe you're the Lone Ranger. I don't know. But, man, you're here to save the day, and that's just the kind of friend you are. I mean, that they can call you, and you'll come running. And I think that's great. But, again, this week we're talking about relationships, and I'm going to refocus on the one we used for Monday. And here's what I'm talking about today is because a lot of times we have to look at our motive of trying to help someone. Are we doing it to stroke our ego? And men, I'm not just talking to you, but I'm talking to women also. Because it feels good helping someone. Ladies, the same thing. Are you the kind of person that you do everything for your husband, you do everything for your boyfriend, you just don't know how to say no because you think that's what is expected of you? But let's draw a comparison. There are times that God says yes, later, or no. And there's a reason why. Because God is not an enabler, and He does not want us to be an enabler. And sometimes in that relationship role, no is in the best interest of the individual. If you're saying yes to everything, always giving them money, always getting them out of trouble, always bailing them out of the situation they're in, and it feels good to play the hero, that's God's job. That's not our job. Our role is that of a servant. And a servant does what he's told, or she is told. And so we learn to listen to the Holy Spirit as it directs us. Because I know in the role we're in, a lot of times with Rock Bottom Outreach and Brenda and I and anyone else in that type role, sometimes the answer is no, and that's difficult. I heard in a meeting once, and a guy said, my dad saved my life when he learned to say no. Guys, I want to encourage you, stop playing the hero. Get that individual to depend a little more on God and a little bit less on you. Because every time you play the hero, God takes a back seat, if that makes sense. And be careful when they're giving you the credit for something that belongs to God. We don't ever want to do that. But females, the same thing. I know that we want to prove a lot of times, but understand, especially a guy that's a little older, he doesn't need a mama, I promise you. And a lot of times doing everything for him is very enabling. Not being mean, but again, sometimes for them to find their way in their walk in Christ, it requires taking a back seat, not playing the role of the hero. Let God be who God is, and let you be the servant. I want to read again, Proverbs 18:24. A man and many companions may come to ruin. Because understand, a lot of times, a real friend is going to say no if it's necessary. But there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Think about that. Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach. It's been Real Talk Wednesday. Bam! Have a great day.